Hey guys, I haven't done this in a while, but my friends over at dreamfighters.com sent over some questions and I was like, hey, I'll just do a video interview and then everyone can see it and it'll help them, help me, it'll be great. So we'll see how this goes, it'll be fantastical. First question, what do I think about the whole BJ Penn GSP fight and what do I think about the Grease Gate scandal that's going on? Well, I would like to believe that it's not intentional. I've watched a couple of videos on the internet and I actually watched a video where Stitch was explaining how that if you wipe, the Vaseline on the face and what was left on the hand and then like how much would, be left to be on the body and if it really would make a difference. He said that it could possibly make a difference and it is kind of weird that it's all in the places where the rubber guard would be, but I don't know, I want to believe that it's not intentional. I think that if they were to fight again, I think that GSP would still beat BJ, and that's fine. I mean, BJ's a phenomenal fighter, and he's the champ at 155, so I'm quite content with that, and he's moving up a weight group to fight a bigger fighter. It's obviously going to be a disadvantage, but I think GSP can beat BJ in another fight, and like I said, I hope it's not intentional with the whole greasing incident. Next question is, what do I think of Fedor and who do I think can beat him? Well, Fedor, I think he has the face of an angel. So calm, so angelic, so peaceful. I swear that's what people look like in heaven. He's just like, all the time. But yeah, I like Fedor and obviously everyone does if you follow MMA. I don't know who can beat him. It seems like the heavyweight division's kind of going through an overhaul. There's a lot of upcoming fighters and some other ones that I want to look at. I want to see how Lesnar looks against Mir, and I want to see how like Gonzaga Shinkaran fight go, and Cain Velasquez is a good fighter, but they're all kind of like, I'm not like overly impressed with any of them, and I don't know. Arlovsky, he had a good game plan going into the fight with Fedor, and he went for the flying knee, and obviously like I don't want to talk about it, I'm upset, but he looked like, he had a good game plan, but honestly, like I said, I don't know who else could be. Maybe in a year from now, I can give you a better answer. I can see how the fighters are doing, but right now, Fedor is just his angelic self in his own little cloud floating above everyone else. Next question, who is my favorite fighter? Who's my favorite? I don't know. I'm gonna have to go by division because I like too many different fighters to actually be like, oh, my favorite fighter, everyone. So 135, Miguel Torres. Obviously, he's amazing fighter, on the ground, stand up, everything. Love him. 145, Uriah Faber. He's not the champ anymore, but he's like an energizer bunny. He's just so like, full of energy. So yeah, 155. I'm gonna have to go with BJ. I know he's kind of the safe bet because he's the champ. Blah 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 blah. But there's a lot of really good 155ers, and yeah, I'm gonna go with BJ. Safe bet. Next one is 170. GSP. I know it's obvious, but GSP. He. If I have to pick the favorite fighter for, he would probably be closer to it. 185. Anderson Silva, obviously good fighter, but I really like Nate Marquardt. He's just really good, well-rounded fighter. 205. Rampage. Gotta love Rampage. So, and I also like Forrest. Forrest has kind of like character and stuff. Both of them have character actually. And then heavyweights, I'm gonna have to go with Arlovsky. Next question, dreamfighters.com asked me, I have a lot of MMA tutorials. How long have I been training MMA? Well, I just want to say thank you for watching the videos. I am developing a network of fighters that I do videos with, and they're nice enough to show me these techniques and demonstrate it on me, and I give the videos to you for free. I also sponsor some female fighters. You can check them out at mmagirls.net. I personally don't train in MMA, and I don't really have any aspirations to be an MMA fighter. I do train in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I love doing that, and doing competitions in the future is definitely a possibility, but I don't really have any aspirations to be a pro fighter, and I think there's a big difference between training, even in just training MMA or Jiu-Jitsu, and then getting to that pro level, and I don't think a lot of people realize that. I think, people walk around like, I want to be a fighter, and they don't realize the time, the energy, the sacrifice that goes into being a pro athlete and a pro fighter. It's just a lot of time and energy. And I love the sport. I love MMA. I'm kind of like the ultimate fan, I guess you could say, because I get to meet all these amazing fighters. But I'm just going to stick with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for now. I definitely see myself maybe getting some Muay Thai in the future if I have time. But right now I'm just sponsoring female fighters and bringing you guys some free stuff. So enjoy. Last question is, what do I think about the WEMA belt and ranking system? I think it's good for the sport. You know, we have an Aoki as the lightweight belt holder, and now Fedor has the heavyweight. I don't think anyone else has been given a belt as far as I know, but I think it's great. I would love to see, obviously, matchups between Aoki and BJ Penn and all that kind of stuff, and to see who really is like the #1 lightweight. I know that a lot of people on the message boards always talk about it and debate about it. And it would be cool to actually have it on paper and you can see it and see who is the #1 in the world worldwide. You know, the UFC, they're kind of the premier organization, and I think they feel it'll probably take more away from them than they'll gain from it. So I understand where they're coming from. It's one of those things where maybe in a year or two the UFC will get on board with it. I think it's a good idea and I like it, but I don't know, hopefully in the future the UFC will kind of incorporate it, and so you get to see these awesome matchups. But right now, obviously, we'll just have to debate and see who we think would win.